Oh yeah, what up? Look at this. And it's that Warzone, man. What up? That's Grayson, right? What's up, buddy? Long time, man. Long time no see. How are you doing? It's Friday night. I just got home from martial arts training and I'm feeling pretty good. Pretty good. Ready to take the skies, man. It's been a while. How have you been? Where have you been, man? Been hiding, you've been ghosted. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. You've been chilling.
Got him!
Well, the title of the stream, whether you're on Twitch like Mr. Warzone, or whether you're on YouTube. The camera, the meow. If you see mouse, sure. Hey, it's just I got two cats. I hear meowing all the time. Meow. Yeah, dude, it's been exciting. Just got back from martial arts training, and it's kind of my thing. I like to do now. Welcome, Cameron the Rizzler, dude. Your name's awesome, Cameron the. Are you the Rizzler? Do you have Riz, L Wiz, or W Riz? What kind of Riz you got? Where are you watching from? You're on YouTube Shorts, huh? All right, that's cool. That's cool. Welcome, man. I'm just by. Where you from, bro? Where you from? We're gonna do a little flight sim training today. Been really getting. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate you, Cam. Doing a little bit of flight sim today. Gonna tackle the career mode, which has been a huge challenge, which is really good. Detroit, Michigan. Well, welcome, man. It's awesome. Great to have you in the chat. We got Ika Ningram over on regular on us YouTube Shorts. What's going on, buddy? How are you doing? Where are you from? Drop where you're from in the chat. I always like to know where everybody's from. I don't want your address. I'm not Diddy. Just where are you from? Michigan. Cool. That's awesome. That's awesome. Go Lions, right? You a Lions fan or not? Oh, are you from Detroit? Has 8 Mile. That's their O block. Ika, where are you from, brother? Where are you from? Again, I don't want your address. Just city and state's fine, so we can get all to know each other. Hopefully, everybody's doing great. Yeah, doing this career mode. If any flight sim fans, career mode's challenging, but if you have patience with it, it's a good time. It's a great way to learn. Now, if somebody came up, if the pilots of an airplane were passed out and we're about to crash, and somebody said, "I played flight sim," I won't feel so good as a replacement pilot. But you do learn some nice basics of heads-up displays and landing and stuff. So, I mean, you do learn a bit. I think you definitely. Whoops. Forgot to change the tags. I'm sorry. You do get to learn a little bit of basics about aviation, and it's kind of like a nice little learning tool. So I do apologize. I didn't have it set as NHL 25. It's actually Microsoft Flight Sim. I do apologize. I wasn't trying to mislead anybody. I am watching the hockey game on TV. It's Edmonton, Florida, 3-3 in the Stanley Cup Finals. So welcome, Riz. Cameron the Rizzler got that Riz. What up, brother? Welcome back. For those who are watching on YouTube, I have two YouTube streams. I have a YouTube short stream and a regular YouTube stream. If you like the short stream, that's great. I try to compress everything into the vertical view, but I do have a simultaneous normal view. You want to hop over on my YouTube page and click on the regular view, whatever you like. I give you options. Same with Twitch. If you like Twitch, if you don't, you can hop on YouTube and vice versa. All right, we're going to dive into career mode. We're going to do a little career mode, and then we're going to do some just regular exploration flights. If you're in the chat, when we get to the exploration flight segment, you can certainly suggest places to fly to. We can take a look, see how well represented it is in the game, and that's that. Be right back. Willkommen. What's my favorite movie? Geez, that's a loaded question. That's a hard one because I have a lot of, I don't watch a lot of movies. No, that's an easy one. Ghostbusters, the original one, 1980 or something, whatever. I love a Ghostbusters movie, dude. Ghostbusters is the best. The original Ghost with Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. You can't get any better than that. And why is my green screen not working? But it's working. I don't see. I don't want that. For my YouTube Shorts view. Good enough. We'll do that for the TikTok view or the YouTube Shorts view. Sorry about that. All right. So we're ready to go. So today we're tackling. I've been really, really into the challenge, and I failed a lot. Be prepared for a lot of failing tonight. Be prepared. Getting really into the missions. Now, I love this game I can just pick a flight, pick a place, go to it, go from it. But let me turn off I'm not playing any music. Let me turn that off. Really been into this certifications right here. Certifications. All right, so in this game, you start off here with a private pilot license. And then you move on. So I just earlier today, I got the commercial pilot license, which was not easy. And then you got high performance, tail wheel endorsement, multi-engine, instrument rating, and nighttime flying. Then you go into jet engines, turboprops. Then you go into the jet airlines, your Boeing 747s. And then ultimately you get to drive this that's called the Beluga airline. I forget what it's called. And on this side, you have the helicopters, which I'm not that interested in, but for the sake of completion, I'll do it. Now, I spent all my money on the endorsement for this. So I cannot afford to take these tests. So what I can do is do missions. So we could try tailwheel. We could try high performance endurance. See, I can't take the exam. I can't do any of this. So we're just going to do some missions. I got to make money in order to take more certifications. So we're going to hit the missions here. I'm going to fly various aircrafts. So because I'm in the Pittsburgh region, it defaults me. Well, I defaulted to this one, to this area. I mean, you could pick anywhere. I mean, I could pick Kentucky for all I know, but I kind of stuck to, my general vicinity. So this one's worth about 1,000 credits. And all of these use a Cessna 172 Skyhawk, which I'm familiar with. We could do, these are not very difficult. So this one takes you near Akron, Ohio. There's some near Pittsburgh. This is about 1,000 credits. All right, it looks like it has you just, let's do this one. Let's just pick one. Looks like it has you flying near Allegheny County Airport. Now, I hope it's on a night flight. I don't like night flights too much. Okay, no, it's default on day. Good. I don't like night flights. I'm too scared. Although it makes for beautiful scenery. As you see all the lights, you can see where the big cities are, the little cities, the nothing. Oh, come on. Florida just scored. 4-3 Florida now? Are you serious, bro? Good Lord. Well, it's only second period. I got the Oilers-Florida game on the TV. I had a good suggestion for stream. Somebody mentioned I should play the hockey game on here, like on a separate screen. That's copyright, man. I can't do that. Okay, it looks like I'm departing from where? That's not Allegheny County Airport. It's what aircraft? Oh, let's just find out. Figure it out. It was on a breakaway. All right, so first flight mission. Boom. Brad Marchand with a goal. My God, the guy looks like a rat, dude. Guy looks like a rat. Welcome. I want to welcome everybody to the chat. I know a bunch of you came in here on YouTube. I want to say hi to you guys. Just drop a line. Say hi. Don't be shy. I'll say hi to you, but I'm not going to bite. Although Cameron the Rizzler came in on YouTube. He was very chatty, which was awesome. That's what I love. Chat, say hi. My favorite, bro asked me what my favorite movie is, and I just missed you. Have a good night, man. You too. Ghostbusters, man. I love Ghostbusters. Okay, so this contract, not very tough. It's a 1 out of 5 stars. Difficulty, it's worth 1,000 credits and change, about 20 minutes. Usually they're a little less. I can usually complete them less. Our client is this lady, Samantha Serrano. So the mission criteria is sightseeing quality, flight smoothness, and landing smoothness. That's typical. EFB, let's see, flight planner. So it has me west of Allegheny County Airport, which I don't know what this is. Oh, this is Irwin. This is Irwin, Pennsylvania, with a little dinky town east of Pittsburgh. 17 nautical miles. We got 52 pounds of fuel. Like I said, we're flying the Cessna 172 Skyhawk. I'm not going to mess with the payload. Let's get this thing in the air. Hope everybody's having a fantastic Friday night. Welcome. There's a bunch of you who came in here on YouTube. What's up? Say hi, YouTube. Mr. Rizzler did subscribe. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. Love the growth. Love the growth. Love the engagement. Love the people that come in and say hi. Couple more subscribe. Thank you so much. Thank you. Geez, a bunch of you are subscribing to the channel. Yeah, I do a lot of live streams. Looking to do a lot more videos and stuff. If you like Flight Sim, leave a comment in the stream chat. I'll read it. What do you want to see? Do you like the career mode? Do you like flying around? My biggest stream, 1,600 views, was when we did Flight Sim, and you guys told me where to fly. It was your area. We flew in your area, and we talked about it. I learned a little something, and you got to see your area in the game. So please, if that's what you want, let's do it. So this one has you do stuff on the... Let me move my logo. Let me move my logo from the top right there. I do apologize. Let me set it somewhere. I don't know. We'll make it small. How about if I just make it smaller? Good. I feel like I'm covering the objectives. Perfect. All right, so we got to remove the engine covers. Boom. We also got to examine the plane. Okay, everything looks like it's in good condition. Everything's working out. We're going to examine the aileron of the airplane. Move it up. Bed goes up. Bed goes down. There we go. Remove the... Check out the right strut. Everything looks good. I don't need to do this, but I like doing this just for the sense of realism. I don't know. Examine the rudders. This is a beautiful aircraft. I love how these aircraft are made in this game. It's so beautiful. They did a tremendous job. Like I said, I'm obsessed with this game. I love Flight Sim. You know, I don't claim to be a pilot, aviatic, and a buff of airplanes or nothing, but I just enjoy it. All right, remove the cover. Remove the port cover. Nose tire. Remove the chocks. All right, pre-flight is done. Just get a look at this magnificent beast. Now, if you guys have luggage, it goes in here. Left strut. All right, enter the aircraft. All right, there we go. I'm going to request boarding from ATC, which I don't think we have ATC in this.
Ready for boarding, Samantha.
It's literally this garage.
Well
This is literally,
noted.
it's just a piece of grass. Okay, here are my clients, Todd and Karen. Todd and Karen are going to go aboard Johnny Flights. Johnny, what up? Yo, Cameron, we missed you, brother. Cameron, we always miss you, brother. Of course, I miss you, my man. Take a look at the bottom. If you're looking at the chat at the bottom screen, you could see I'm on Twitch and YouTube. You can see both chats. So there is ways to engage with each other. All right, right bumper and down to start. Do I like the Lions? I got nothing against the Lions.
Here's your chance to
Yeah.
share the magic of flying.
I'm a 49ers. I'm a
Captain,
49ers fan.
please welcome
I'll tell you
aboard
what.
Susan and her husband,
I'm old enough to
their good friends
remember
of the
how
club
bad
members,
this
and
team
they're
was
living
for the
nearby.
longest time.
So it's a bit special to take them with you.
And they've always
If the
had decent
seatbelts
players.
are fastened, you're ready for takeoff.
Detroit Lions had one of the best running backs
Let's
ever,
do
Barry
it.
Sanders. And it's a shame because
Tree 1 Delta traffic.
the team was never
Cessna
never
November
good.
84727 is taxi.
Hey, you subscribed.
126.
Shem!
Feel good.
Delta traffic.
Thank you for the sub. 11 months in a row. Thank you so much. Oh, Shem is with us tonight, brother. Shemmy Shem doing some Shem things. We
Nice to
saw
meet you,
him last
Captain.
night. Shemmy
I'm
Shem
Susan.
with
Never
239
had a
Hockey
chance
League. You
to
know
play
that
with
league I do.
Pittsburgh
That
before,
thing I do.
And I'm thrilled. So I'm counting on you to show
I
me
think the
lots of
Lions
cool
are
stuff
probably a
around my
top 3
place.
favorite to win the Super Bowl.
Hi, I'm Mark, Susan's husband. I can't believe we'll be up
Wait.
there in a few
Oh my God.
minutes.
My clients are
Can't wait.
talking. This dude does not look real. I don't know if this dude's like an old lady or an old dude. Like, What is that? Okay, we're gonna call you Todd. You look like a Todd. This is career mode. Yeah, I'm going to make some money so I can make. So just a foray of where I am. I just look at Karen over here. Oh my gosh, she looks like one of my old neighbors. Look like that does look like Karen, doesn't she? This looks like my old neighbor Karen. Oh my god. Okay, well you're Karen and you're Todd because he looks like a Todd. Yeah, career mode. I just got my commercial pilot license to be able to fly small aircraft like the Cessna Skyhawk here. So just now I have no money. I spent all my money on this test. So now I gotta get more money to get more tests. So we do have Cameron the Rizzler in the chat says, hi, what's up, brother? What up, Cameron? Appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, I think the Lions have a top 3 chance. I'd say realistic. I mean, it's always the top 3, right? Chiefs, Bills, Lions are all, for now, that's the 3 go-tos. I think the Lions are very good Super Bowl contenders this year. Very good. I just hope Kansas City, yeah, dude, I think the Lions, like I said, I've always known the Lions to suck. They've just got a sick team. And I think it's their turn. It's about time. Shem, he is a very good receiver. But Shem went to a couple games last year. I think Cameron the Rizzler probably went to a couple games. I bet you he went. So, I think I'd love to see the Lions do it because, you know, they've always stunk, you know. Drop the throttle down to 17%. We got to stop at hold short, which I don't know where hold short is. There's no lines. There's no pavement markings on here to indicate hold short, but I guess it's like right here. All right, we're going to announce takeoff.
Tree 1 Delta traffic. Cessna
Look at the top right.
4727.
Enter runway 26. I can't. Okay,
Departure to the west.
can you guys tell me
31
where's
Delta
runway
traffic.
26? Oh, Cameron the Rizzler asked, do I have a YouTube channel? This is it. Yeah, this is it, man. This is my YouTube channel, bro. Looking to grow it. I'm small, looking to grow it. You know, let's see where it goes. And can you guys in the chat tell me what identification does this thing have that says runway 20? Like, because the runways have 2 definitions. There's one going this way, and it's a different number coming this way. How could you tell which one's runway 26 without a flight plan? Anyhow, I'm not going to dwell on it too much. I'm going to just go... Yeah, this is literally just a piece of grass. This is some dude's backyard. This is near me. I got to figure out what this is. Maybe I'll explore it for real. All right, I guess I got to go here somewhere. I literally don't know where runway 20... Okay, I guess this is runway 26. Oh. So I got to go that way. Yeah, Cameron, this is my YouTube channel, my man. This is it. So I'm glad you subscribed. Thank you so much. I do a lot of live streams and looking to do a little bit more on the as time permits. So I appreciate the sub. I actually have a few of you subs to the channel tonight. So yeah, that's very well appreciated. Cham, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it, my man.
Hey, this is something out.
Oh, I'm gonna stall out. You're gonna get to a year next month. Oh my god! Hitting the bottom of the trees. Ooh, bad landing. All right, we gotta climb to 1,600 feet now. I hope you guys don't mind. I do like to use this view. This way I can lock in. Yeah, this plane's quick. This plane has a good get. I gotta set the altitude to 1,600 feet. We're gonna do that with the altitude select controls. We're locking at 1,600 feet. Fly to Pleasant Hills, Pennsylvania. Cameron the Rizzler asks, how much do I live stream? Usually about 4 days a week, 5 days a week sometimes. Sometimes more, sometimes less. It just really depends what's going on. Like I have a full-time job and stuff, so it really depends on what's going on. Just to know, this is my area. This is actually where I'm in this area. So I could probably do a little tour.
We feel really safe. Samantha was right.
Let's see.
There's
Let's see
no
if I
sense of
let's see if
freedom
I
at all.
Yeah, no, this is my YouTube channel. So Cameron, you'll see. I'll usually post a lot of stuff here. All right, so I want to see if I can identify this. Yeah, this is very accurately. Okay, that's there's. This is Lowe's. This is Lowe's. This is Planet Fitness down here.
It
Oh,
must
dude, I
be
know this area.
incredibly romantic to
Yes,
see
that's
our
right.
beloved region
That's
at
right, Jim.
sunset.
I could be your tour guide.
Definitely
I could be
need to
Cameron the
book that
Rizzler's tour
together,
guide too. Okay. I'm down here somewhere. I promise it. All right, so this is going to have me go straight to Pleasant Hills.
I didn't expect it to be so overwhelming.
Not this. You have a YouTube channel named Cameron the Rizzler. Nice. I'll have to check it out. Dude. What kind of content do you do? Oh, there's U.S. Steel. That's United States Steel. Kennywood should be... No, wait, that's not U.S. That's U.S. Steel. Kennywood will be over there. There's City of Pittsburgh. You do a lot of YouTube shorts? All right, cool, man. There's a cool little information tower.
So how's your flight going, Susan? Enjoying the view?
Samantha,
This
thanks
must
for
be the
checking
one.
in. Having a great time, and it's surely thanks to our pilot.
I'm glad the
Homestead
flight's
Grace
everything
Bridge.
you
That must be the
hoped for.
Homestead. Let me think. No, this
I'll
is
give
the
you
Bettis
some space
plant.
to enjoy it.
I don't think that. No, I don't think that. These are steel mills and warehouses. That's U.S. Steel over there. This must be the McKeesport Duquesne Bridge.
I'm totally
I'm going
wow.
west.
I'm usually
West.
more articulate, but wow.
Okay, Cameron the Riz. I'll definitely sub to you. I'm gonna check out your YouTube shorts. Are you like a gaming channel? All right, so we're approaching. So right down there to the, you can see there to the northwest is the city of Pittsburgh. Way down there is the cathedral learning. So the Pittsburgh, like I said, not a big city, but a nice one. Now we could do the next flight mission. We could do.
Would be so fun.
We'll do closer to Pittsburgh. We'll find a mission close to Pittsburgh. So it looks like they're having me loop and come back and land in that stupid grass field. Okay, this. Okay, so
Hey,
this over here is
Now
the now
the street.
defunct Century 3 Mall.
never
It's
expected
Century
to
3
see
Mall,
all this.
no longer there. They're actually demolishing
Everything down
right
below
now.
looks so tiny.
This is this is the at-home store. Yeah, nothing. There's a Lowe's over here, Planet Fitness over here, Dunham Sports over here. Oh, sorry, I gotta change my altitude setting. Set an altitude of 2,200 feet. All right, so we gotta fly around. Here. A lot of Lowe's. We have Lowe's for days. Fly around Pleasant Hills. Stay below 87 knots. We gotta adjust 87 knots. Let's do that. So it just says to fly around Pleasant Hills.
We're going too fast to appreciate it all. Everything's just a blur below us. It's a shame we can't get lower.
667 divided by 5. And then you get
I'm dropping altitude. I gotta drop the winds. I gotta drop the airspeed. I'm at 131 knots. I need to go 87, so I'm way too fast. So usually they have you circle random parts. Like a bunch of homes.
We're still flying too fast. I was hoping to have more time. I
So
feel like we're a bit too high.
Karen.
It's hard to see anything. What's
All right, let's
that
take a look.
weird
These are mostly
jolt?
just plazas. A lot of
Are we
McDonald's.
going down?
You live in Nebraska? What's life like in Nebraska? All right, that's Home Depot over there.
We're
There's
still
Cole,
flying
Cole's
too
is right
fast.
here.
I was hoping
Buffalo
to have
Wild
more
Wings.
time.
Buffalo Wild Wings is right there. No, that's all right, dude. I'm in Pittsburgh, and I'm a Niners fan, bro. That's an old person. That's an old people's apartment home. Yeah, like Shem said. Like Shem said, flight at inter.
Still pretty bumpy.
Like Shem said, we appreciate all fans, dude. Come as you are, brother. I'm a Niners fan. You know, everybody seems to still accept me. All right, let's see if we can fly over. Yeah, this is very accurately represented. Yeah, the traffic's about right. It's pretty heavy. Yeah, this mall is not there. This mall is not there anymore. This mall is actually being demolished as we speak. It's about halfway demoed. This mall has been abandoned since like 2018. We're just getting to the demolition now.
Like this from the ground.
I know, Cameron. I know, dude. That was. I feel bad for Lions fans. These guys got robbed, dude. All right, I'm gonna stick in this view. Well, I guess it's the. Yeah, Lions got kind of robbed. I mean, I was happy. I thought the Lions. Man, I thought the Lions were gonna crush them. Boy. Yeah, this year. Yeah, Lions just keep. Man, that's like choking, man. Lions just can't catch a break. They got such a good team. Just can't punch it through. This game is beautiful. All right, what do we got here? Oh, this is part of U.S. Steel as well. Yeah, we do still have a couple of active steel mills, not too many. Gotta announce myself to ATC, which I didn't think there was any at this airport.
Tree 1 Delta traffic. Cessna November 84727.
All right, so I do pull.
That
That's a huge one.
Runway 26.
Wait, let's take a break for a second. Hold on. We can appreciate the free cam a little bit. This is kind of nice because we can pause the game and just kind of look freely. I don't think this was a thing in the last game, but maybe we could do. We should do a Detroit flight. We should do Nebraska. Cameron, is there anything in Nebraska to look at? Yeah, check out this steel mill. This one's still active. Now they have a lot of environmental practices in place. It doesn't. I mean, it's a steel mill. It's not supposed to look pretty, but look how. Oh my God, this is exactly. I drive.
I thought it was a really good point.
I drive that road pretty frequently. This one right here, and you could look across the river and see this. It's just a crazy sight to behold. I mean, look at this. Now, obviously not all the towers are perfect. Just a crazy steel mill.
Tree 1 Delta traffic.
If you don't mind, I get a. Yeah, dude, it's very accurate. I gotta watch out for this communication tower that I don't hit it.
500.
Yeah, you know, if you guys want to check out some spots near your place, we could do that. Oh, don't hit that. I want to hit that. look at Karen. She's checking. Like, don't hit that, please. Karen's scared enough. So I gotta go to what's called downwind entry. So it's gonna. That's where you start your traffic pattern. Circle, come around, slow down, and then lift. So you gotta lift up your flaps. Set your flaps to like 10 degrees or 10%. And then start your descent. Okay, so Cameron the Rizzler back. If the Niners don't do good this year, for the NFC, I wouldn't mind seeing the Lions go
I
through.
thought there should have been a drum roll or something.
I would like to see the Lions go through. I think they deserve it, you know, because your window of success is so small. You have a good team. If you don't make it, like, you don't know how long before you got to start doing the rebuilding, right? And that sucks. That takes years. Kind of where the Steelers are at now. Rebuilding. Only they got some work to do, and I just don't think Aaron Rodgers is the answer. You know, what do you guys feel about that Aaron Rodgers? You guys heard about that Aaron Rodgers signed with the Steelers for like a year? What do you feel about that? I can't imagine that's a good signing. You know, There's not much options out there. I probably would have just stuck with Mason Rudolph. Go with that. I don't like. I really feel like you could take the. I bet you they overpaid him.
Back to reality, folks. Hey, did you enjoy it, Susan?
Follow the traffic pattern and
Ready
fly
for
to
your
final.
next flight?
I haven't seen all the things I wanted to, but I've had a great time.
Cameron in the chat. Yeah, I wouldn't mind it either if they just won. Like, I totally would not make a big deal about it. Dude, this one guy I know is a diehard Lions fan. I think he might cry if they don't win. If they don't win, I think he might. What up, kitty? Meow, meow, meow. Miss Kitty's in the house tonight. What up, kitty, cat? Hush, little kitty. Don't say a word. Mama gonna buy you a mockingbird. How you doing? But Cameron, honestly, Niners first for me, and then if they don't make it, cool. Go Lions. I just don't want to see the Chiefs again. I'm so sick of the Chiefs. Good to hear, Kitty. Did you work today or what? What you doing? What you got going on? Cameron the Rizzler. If the Lions won the Super Bowl, Detroit will go crazy. Dude, there might be riots in Detroit. Whether they win or lose. Good thing the Eagles destroyed. Yes, that was so good. When the Eagles they made the Chiefs look stupid, and I love every minute of it. I wouldn't have been happy with just a Chiefs loss. I needed that. Just for them to lose good and look stupid. They looked awful, dude. What's this thing saying? Need DTK in 0 second? Okay. Oh, you're all, oh, good. I'm glad you're. Now I work today too, but I'm off. On the weekends. So, just doing some flight sim today, like the description says. We're gonna do some career mode. I'm doing some career mode, just trying to get more licenses so I can fly bigger aircraft. Oh, you work tomorrow? Ugh, AIDS. 7:30 on a Saturday. Yikes. I feel for you. That's awful.
It's
All
a
right,
little less bumpy,
so I
but
got to
still feels
circle
like I'm
around
on a roller
here.
coaster.
I got to circle here, fly to the base
Tree
wind
1 Delta
leg,
traffic.
and then go downwind.
727 is on final. Runway 26 to land. Tree 1 Delta traffic.
Off Sunday. Well, that's good. I'm glad you're off Sunday, money. If you stream tomorrow, I'll probably be on it. Have a good rest of your stream. Absolutely, Cameron. I should be on tomorrow night, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Game to be determined. I might do this again. Oh, shoot. I got to increase my flaps to 10 degrees. Increase flaps. And lower. I think I got to be at 65 knots. Shoot, I'm supposed to be on final now. All right, have a good one, Cameron. Thank you. Hey, appreciate the company, buddy. Great conversations. I enjoyed it. All right, we're ready to land. I'm taking
The term airsick doesn't really do justice to what I'm feeling.
looks like I get where's my strip? Oh, there it is. A little rough, but we're getting it. I gotta land right there. Make sure I'm aligned. Yeah, I'm perfectly aligned. Yeah, this is the landing strip I gotta be at. Like, that does not look like an airport. Yeah, that wasn't good. That wasn't good. Oh, blood everywhere. Blood everywhere. Yeah, you know what I did? Yeah. No. I'm fired. Okay, so I was supposed to set the flaps at 10 degrees before approaching final.
But evidently no problem.
All right, let's try a new one. Let's just try a new one. Oh, everything went good except the landing. Yikes! And this is not a hard plane to fly. I know this plane very well. As you can see, I was able to navigate the controls pretty good. But that's okay. They all cannot be winners. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. We got to make money. Okay. We got to make money. I need money. I need money, yo. I got to get the next license. So you're constantly in this game spending lots of money on tests, and they got to make money, then go for the next license, etc., etc. How about taking local residents over Pittsburgh? Yeah, that failed hard. All right, so the briefing is Taylor Fields knows how much her grandma cherishes her memories of her other, so she arranged a surprise flight to show her the stunning views above. She can't wait to see her smile as they soar over Pittsburgh. So we're gonna take off from Sharpsburg. That's not, Pittsburgh's like down here. No, Pittsburgh's down here. Oh yeah, Sharpsburg is, that's right. Okay. All right, let's go. Sharpsburg's pretty close. I guess from the skies. Well, thank you guys on YouTube. I know a handful of you have subscribed already tonight. Thank you. The stream's going great. And we're getting great engagement from my friends Hush Kitty, Shem, especially Cameron the Rizzler had some great, I love it. Please, ask questions, make fun of me. I don't do so, but don't make fun, that's not nice. Do something. All right. Obviously landing smoothness was a factor in the last flight. We'll do a couple more of these missions, and then I don't know. We'll just do some free flights. You guys, if there's a city you want to see, let's just hit it. You know, this is kind of a nonchalant. I don't have the wheel ready. Hush Kitty was here for the last one. I know she was here. So we did a flight where we had two wheels. One wheel selected the location. I had predetermined locations, and one wheel selected the aircraft. Again, predetermined aircraft. I think there was 10 of them or something, 10 or 12. So that was pretty cool. Once again, we're flying out of wherever this is. I don't know. This is some field. Another stupid field. Like, I need a good airport. This ain't cool. Yeah, that sounds good, man. I appreciate it. Let's do it. So we got to remove the, I don't want to examine. I just want to remove the chocks. Remove the door cover, port cover, pilot cover. Let's go in the aircraft. I'm not going to do the inspection. That's going to be just too much. Just trying to get through. Just trying to do some.
Roger that.
Okay, so what we got? Oh, we got a younger couple here. They're twins. They're twinsies. They're both wearing denim everything. Wow. Wait, why does it look like Karen from last mission? Start up the craft. Let's get. I need the yokes to not be up here because I like to use these. I like to use the pitch trim and the throttle manually.
She's a good friend of the club team and living nearby, so it's a bit special to take her with you.
All right, this will populate in a second.
Then you're all set.
She looks like the last person.
Let's go.
She's rocking. Look at it. She's rocking. Oh no, it's a flower dress. What are you rocking? Yeah, I have no clue. I don't know what you are. All right. Announce taxi. We've got to hold short.
4 Golf 0 traffic. Cessna November
Release the parking brake.
97501 is taxiing to runway 5. 4
Pitch.
Golf 0 traffic.
Navigation nav lights should be on. Taxi lights on. Landing off.
So happy to be
Strobe
flying
lights
with
on.
you today, Captain.
Beacon on.
I'm Taylor.
Turn the heat on.
There, I'm Ashley. It's so great hanging out with you today.
Flaps are set to
By
0.
hanging
Good.
out, I mean flying.
All right, let's set the throttle to about 30%. Close enough. Just enough to get. I don't want it going like 700 miles an hour. All right. So I guess I got to go there, take off at runway 5. Announce the takeoff.
4 Golf 0 traffic. Cessna
Runway.
November
Dude, is that a runway? Or like a pedestrian
Taking
path?
off
Like,
runway
oh my
5.
god.
West departure.
This
for
looks
Golf
awful.
0 traffic.
Special flight for me. I'm excited, but also kind of anxious.
The only thing I don't like,
Hope that's normal.
the customers sound like, dude. Oh yeah, you're right, Shem. At least it's not grass. At least I can tell this is some kind of a runway. All right, let's, oh, shoot. All right. All right, are we ready to roll? Let's, oh, let's give it some diesel. Let's go, give her some diesel. All the way, let's go. Take off from runway 5, let's go, baby. Come on. We got to take Karen up for a ride. Karen and Sarah. Oh yeah, we used up all that runway. Wow. So it looks like a predominantly residential area. Yeah, I don't know where this is in real. Like, I know these exist in real life, but yeah. All right, so it says maintain altitude at 1,700 feet. Lock the altitude at 1,700. We are at 1,500. Okay, so we're in the initial climb phase. We're gonna adjust our pitch trim. Oh shoot. Pitch trim. Adjust the pitch. Set it to about 6%, and slowly go to. Oh no, too high. Too high. Flaps are at 0. Trip time. You know it, kitty. Trip time, baby. Let's go. This is me taking Shem on a flight.
It's like the landscape is telling
Actually,
me a story
Shem,
up here.
totally
I
off
feel
topic.
very lucky to see
Congratulations
that.
making the playoffs, buddy. 239 playoffs start next week. Be there or be square. You guys know I do the 239 thing. I almost stalled because the pitch was too sharp. Yeah, you got. Oh, the kitty knows how many planes. I actually made a whole video on my crashing. I should just make a. I do have a video coming out where I crash land airplanes into stadiums. So that's. We'll look for that in about a week or so.
You're gripping the seat so hard.
Oh, Shem, I'm
that
praying
you
too.
can't.
I'm praying too. Poor Shem. If this is Shem, he's not liking this. This lady, I mean, look, she just lurks in there. Well, she looks pretty chill. You guys look pretty chill. I mean, you look like you're suited. We're going good. We're going to Sharpsburg, PA. All right, what's the problem with what's going on here? Oh, RPM's got to be 2,300. That's right. RPM's got to be down to 2,300. It's like I know the theories of how to, like I know theoretically how to fly these planes. I just landing.
They say altitude
landing.
is just a state of mind.
Okay, we're at 2,400
My state of
RPM,
mind
which is
says
better.
we're up really high.
Maintain 1,700. We're at 2,000 feet altitude. A little high, but better high than low. You know what happens if you get too low? You crash into that. Another one of we got a lot of these like towers in Pittsburgh. Yeah, so that's the problem too. Like the terrain is relatively accurately modeled, so if it's on grass, it's bumpy. Because like, you know, you got a little plane, you're gonna feel like if it's a commercial airliner, you're probably not gonna feel it as much. But grass with all the divots and stuff, and like I said, it's accurately modeled in the game, which is
Look
pretty
at this
crazy.
spectacular view. You should charge admission.
Set the pitch trim to about. I need to be at 1,700. So I don't want to go above 10 degrees in any given moment. I want to stay between 5 and 10 if I'm climbing. Otherwise, you'll see. I'm about to. I'm close to stalling. I'm hitting it too hard. That's what she said. All right, so I think we're good. We've maintained at 1,700 feet. Our RPM's at 2,240, but we want to be about 2,300. All right, so let's just take a kind of a casual view. I think that's the Pittsburgh Yacht Club down there. Sharpsburg is too. All right, so we're going to. So the city of Pittsburgh is right there. Sharpsburg, Pennsylvania is up here. It's a borough within the city of Pittsburgh. A lot of shopping. This is the Freeport. This is Freeport Road. A lot of plazas here. There's a really good Mexican restaurant over here. Yeah, you better get the paramedics ready on the ground, just in case. Just in case. All right, so this mission is just a sightseeing view. I'm just taking Karen and Sarah
Look, the
to.
rooftops here. Beautiful.
New
Everything
pair.
down below
Yeah, you're gonna need
looks
some new
so
shorts after this one, dude. After you do yourself, dude. So, I mean, I don't know why they want to go to Sharpsburg. There's not a ton interesting stuff to see here, but okay. Little island here, which this is the Highland Bridge here. All right, so Shem contacted ATC. He's got troops on the ground. Troops on the ground, ready to resuscitate if needed.
Are we going down?
Oh, Shem with the 1,000 biddies. Thank you so much, Shem, for the 1,000 biddies, brother. Appreciate you, brother. Nice knowing you, Shem. We're going landing. We're going land hard. Thank you for the 1,000 biddies again, Shem. Much appreciated, sir. I gotta set the altitude. Altitude should be set to 1,700. It is. So why aren't we maintaining it? He's cheering Biddy so I don't crash. I don't crash with Shem in the plane. All right, I gotta set the speed to 87 knots, which will naturally do that as the plane, as we pitch trim up a little bit. All right, let's go down a little bit. Lower airspeed to 90 knots. All right, we've maintained an altitude of 1,700 in the top. All right. City of Pittsburgh's down there, so we're going northeast, I think. We're going east-northeast. Perfect. All right, we're at 1,700 feet. Perfect. That is literal perfection right there. Perfect. Everything is so far so good with this trip. Now, should we do another mission after this, or should we just do a general? Should we just do a general flight? You guys can pick wherever. That could be interesting. Or are the sightseeing missions kind of cool? I don't know. Like I said, what's up, Cameron? Welcome back. Sorry I got bored. I had to come back. Hey, glad you're back. Hey, I'm glad you're back. Of course, dude. I'm glad all of you are here to witness the death of my passengers. Sorry, I gotta check in on my controls. Zoom in a little bit on that flight plan there. Burj Khalifa. Burj Khalifa? What about Wiz Khalifa? That's your go-to flight sim spot? Where's that at? Sorry, I do tend to flip-flop between the two views. Oh, Dubai. Oh, yeah, okay. Dubai. That'd be kind of a cool... We should do a Dubai flight. That'd be sick. Why don't we look around Dubai and see how accurately or inaccurately... Why don't we do Dubai next? Just a random flight. I'll just use this thing again. Have you been there? Have you been there? For real? I do too. I think Dubai would be a crazy place, awesome place to see. I don't know what this is. I don't go to Sharpsburg too much. Yeah, that's the one thing. I wish I could travel more. I'd love to go to like Dubai and stuff. Such cool places in this world. All right, that must be the Pittsburgh Mills Mall over there. That mall, too, is dying. We got a lot of dying malls here, dude. All right, we're going to approach final wind. And you know, I like to do a lot of things in this game. Like, I like to do these weird... I like to, like, land on random... Like, I'll land on random rooftops. I do a lot of... Oh. Set the flaps to 10 degrees. Make sure our flaps are down at 33. No, I need 10. 33 degrees of flaps.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna grab food. I'll be back. I'm sorry.
All right. Hopefully this landing's a little bit better. This runway is narrow. This runway is narrow. Little rough, little rough, little rough. Oh, we're off the runway. We're off the runway. All things considered, that was pretty smooth. Not butter, but not horrible either. Oh God, this is rough. This is bad. Look at this plane rock. If this plane's a rocking, don't come a knocking. Yikes. Hey, we're in the center of the thing. Yikes. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. All right. Holy smokes, they survived. Oh. All right, how are you ladies? You ladies doing good? She looks pissed. This looks like we're home. We did it. Let's go. All right, get out my plane. Tour's over. Tour's over, ladies. Get out. Wait, my male passenger? I don't know. The character models in this game are some of the worst. I mean, this is like PlayStation 1 quality. I don't know if that's a dude or a girl. You too, kind of. You either look like a girl or a little boy. Like, I have no clue what you are. That's cool. I mean, you kind of, I don't know. You dress like either. You're kind of like a tomboy. I have nothing wrong with that. You are look like Karen. The one in the back does look like, yeah, she looks like a corpse. She looks like she could be something out of like the movie The Crow or something. I don't know. Something weird. All right, you ladies got to get out my plane. Come on. Come on, ladies. Out my plane. I don't know if there's... All right. Get out my plane. Get out my plane. All right, they're not getting out. They look like zombies. All right, so we're going to do a Dubai flight. We're going to... That was a successful mission. Got 1,000 credits out of that. All right, why don't we go back to the main menu, just do a free flight. All right, Dubai. Where is Dubai? Geography, don't fail me. Bahrain. Oh my God, where is Dubai? Why is my brain not working right now? Oh, here, right here, Dubai. I was like, I know it's just part of the world. I want to see these things. I don't know what these are. Does anybody know? This is called Palm Jebel Ali. That's a helicopter landing pad. Jebel Ali Naval Base, Ali Port. Okay. Well, why don't we do like a... Let's find an airport. Oh, there's Burj Khalifa. I don't like the helicopter. Until I do the training. Oh my God. This is sick. Look at this. The Burj Khalifa looks awesome. Oh, I want to see this thing in the game. Dubai Mall. What's my favorite game? You know, I'm a big Battlefield guy. Oh, here. Maybe we'll land. Well, maybe we'll take off from the international airport that's just to the northeast of this thing. Wow, we got a lot of gates. I'm not doing the gate thing. That takes too long. I don't want to bore you guys. Yeah, I'd say Battlefield's probably my favorite game. Fly to Edmonton. We could do an Edmonton flight. We'll take off from runway 30R. That is departure. And we'll set 30L as the arrival. Calgary. Sorry, my bad. My bad. All right. Here's the burning question. What aircraft do we do? Yeah, Cameron the Rizzler. If I'm gonna say anything, I'm gonna say Battlefield is my favorite game. Because it's one of the only games I'm good at. All right, so we're gonna go with. We're gonna go with. I don't know if we go with a Skyhawk. Or do we do the Cessna? You know what? This is another plane I'm really decent. I like this game. I like this plane a lot. And this isn't even DLC. This is not. I mean, we could go with the Wright Brothers flyer, but that'll take us like 15 hours to do. Yeah, a lot of airplanes. Hot air balloons. We're gonna go because we don't want it to. Let's do the Cessna Citation. This is the other one I know pretty well. Let's make sure. Hold on, I want to make sure that's a daytime flight. That way you could see more. Nighttime flights, you just see a lot of cool lights, right, Cameron? Cameron, have you been to Dubai? So that's the thing about this game, like 2024 versus 2020, the flight sim. 2020, there wasn't a lot of single player content. Just like, hey, here's the world, go fly it. Cool. It's cool enough. But I don't know why this is going choppy. My PC is a high-powered PC, but there's just so much information in this game. Ooh, look at the plane I was bouncing. Yeah, this is the only other plane that I know pretty well as far as the instrument panel. We're gonna keep it casual. I'm gonna stick to the outside view for the most part because I feel like you can see more that way.
Cessna November 88094, QNH 1013.
It's just loading everything in. I'm gonna sit here for a minute and let it load. Whoa, what's going on here? That was weird. What is this? Like synchronized airplane. Whoa! Okay, there's a lot happening at this airport. Oh, I guess that's the Burj Khalifa. There is a lot. Look, there's so much happening at this airport. Oh my God, is this what this airport's really? Whoa! Look out! Look out! Bruh. All right, we better move because everybody's driving into me. No safe. Do they not have ATC in this airport? Like, are they not screening the flights? Cameron the Rizzler, how long have you played this game? I played Microsoft Flight Sim since No, wait, I've played since like I played Flight Sim since like, gotta be like 2010, 2008 or something like that. And then I just played all the iterations. So, it's a great game, dude. I love it. I love this game. I don't like seeing the yokes.
14 miles southeast, inbound ILS runway.
All right, those planes are huge. Oh, those are like, I think those are Airbus A320s. Those are huge. Parking brake is off. Set the throttle a little bit. Oh wait, this is a landing strip. We're not taxiing. Full send. Full send. Full send. Let's go. Wish me the best. Well, I don't have a problem with takeoff. It's my landing that's a problem.
Inbound ILS runway 30 right approach.
Arabia 406.
All right, how we doing? Oh, look, there's a plane taking off. We were head to head with another. This is going to be a head-on crash. Dude, this airport is massive. Oh my God. Low table fade. The size of this airport. Cam the Rizzler hasn't been to Dubai. Sham hasn't been to Dubai. Hush Kitty, have you been to Dubai? Oh my God, this airport is massive. Look at all these planes.
approach on 124.9. Good day.
Man, Dubai, man. All right, let's get our landing gear. I tend to forget to put the landing gear up. Make sure it's all the way up. Okay, perfect. I gotta check my flaps. Flaps should be at 0.
124.9er. Arabia 406.
Even up the flight. And let's fly around this thing, and we're gonna land back at Dubai International after we check out the Burj. How do you say it? Burj Khalifa? Wiz Khalifa? Okay, how big is this city? Alexa, what's the population of Dubai?
Cessna 094. Acknowledge last transmission.
Not South Dakota.
Decimal 60. Contact ground on 118.85.
On Air 102, you are 5,000 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain flight level 360. Both Air 102
I forgot, this probably wasn't a good aircraft to use for this kind of flight because it's high altitude. We're not going to see diddly squat unless we get a little lower. I'm already at 10,000 feet.
Descend and maintain.
Emirates 816. Present altitude. Com caution. Engine air. Landing 130 left. Cleared to land. Descend. Maintain flight level 360. Oman Air 102. Clear to land runway.
Let's go down a little bit.
30 right. Emirates 816. Emirates 714.
Forget the regulations. This is Dubai, baby. This is Dubai. We don't have regulations here. Dude, we should do a F-18 tour of New York City. That'd be sick. All right, so we got Jumeirah Island. Oh, okay. Quiz me this. Weren't these man-made islands? Is that correct? Weren't these all man-made? One of them belongs to, one of them is the United States.
Cessna 094, did you copy?
It looks like the United States. This is nuts. Canada as well. Yo, Canada's represented, bro. Let's take a low altitude approach to this.
Cessna 094 ATC services terminated. Good day. Emirates 816. Contact ground on 121.65.
What a, oh, look at the Burj Khalifa.
Fly tower. Crested 445 at runway 30. Right ready for departure. Crested 445. QNH 121.
All right, take a moment to appreciate the free cam portion of this game. I mean, oh my god, look at the size of this tower, dude. Oh my gosh. This looks like a tropical paradise, too. Wow. This is sick. This is... oh my god, you can actually look into the building. Okay, what do we got? Some library, some guy's office, a couple empty rooms. Oh my gosh. This is insane. Wow. This is just nuts. Wow, look how crazily... Oh, can you imagine like the rich people parties that occur on these decks? Yo. How could you build this? Like, I would be terrified. Oh my god. Let's get a look at this tower, dude. Oh, geez. Look like the end of a cigarette. Oh, god. Oh my... Diddy parties up here. That's right. I wonder how many parties Diddy had up here. What do we got up here? Like, What is that? Is that a cannon? What is that? Is that the Diddy oil dispenser? What is this? Can you imagine, like, just be like, you have a drink and you fall off the edge, like, oh. Now, hypoxia would probably set in right about here. And then splat. Okay, this is crazy. I don't know what this is, but that looks pretty cool. Probably some kind of casino or something. I don't know. Pretty well rendered. Just exploring. I like exploring. This is crazy, dude. This is absolute nuts. Now, the roads obviously don't look the greatest, but, I mean, they all can't be winners. I think just these buildings being accurately handcrafted is pretty cool. Wow. Okay, I guess we'll try to fly. I should use the F-18. Next flight, we're going to go F-18. It's got better maneuverability. All right, this must be like the Las Vegas Strip of Dubai. Crown Plaza Hotel to the bottom here. You know what? I'm going to try to land. Let's bust out the landing gear. Let's try to land in the middle of the city here. Set the flaps to 20,000 degrees. Yeah, dude, this is... Ouch, we're going to land hard. Alright, this is going to be really bad. This is going to be really bad. Why is there a car? Why is there a car driving on that roof? Oh my god, the road is not accurately mapped. The road is not mapped. We're going to balloon. We're going to balloon. We're going to balloon. Yep, because the road is not... Yeah, this is not... The elevations aren't right. Yeah, that's not... No. That's not how the road is. Okay, I successfully landed in the middle of Dubai. How did I manage that? Let's go. Let's go. Somehow amongst the road being so terrible. I mean, that is not a straight road. Wow. What is this? Is this a yellow brick road or something? Yikes. All right, so we're landed like literally in the middle of the city of Dubai. So the building, I mean, this is just like a generic city. A lot of these buildings aren't going to be their real counterparts, although this guy's got the right idea. He's got DirecTV over here. Just crazy. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, nothing really stands out about this city. Just just kind of down this way. Cameron the Rizzler in the chat. Ouch. That reminds me of the Final Destination. That reminds me of Final Destination, a plane crash. Yeah, dude. Actually, did you see the new Final Destination movie? It was quite good. You know what? I wish they would have it in 3D. That'd be kind of sick. See that movie in 3D. They're really good. If you get a chance, go check it out. And I don't think it's in theaters anymore. You might have to rent it on like Prime or something. The new Final Destination movie. Very good movie. But I've seen the previous Final Destination movies. I don't really remember them all. So this is apparently Rashid Hospital. Okay, interesting. Just, wow, that city's impressive, dude. All right, what else? Okay, give me a destination, guys. First mention in the chat. We'll do a, I got you. Dubai was pretty cool. I mean, it's just, we didn't really scratch. I mean, that's kind of it right there, right? Dubai, that's just like desert.
And I
have a couple of, Dubai airport. It's literally in the middle of the desert. Yeah, the trailer of the new one's good. You got to see the new movie. You'll like it. I guarantee you. All right, you think Cameron? Okay, Cameron, what do you got, buddy? Pick a city, any city, on this beautiful planet we call home. You know what they need? Microsoft Flight Simulator 2028 or something, just to fly to Mars. That'd be great. Accurately model Mars, or Uranus, or Pluto. Although I feel like that's already a thing. Can't you? Is there not like a game where you can fly in space? All right. Yeah. Michigan. I had a feeling we were gonna say this. Uranus. All right, Michigan. Oh, there's some cool things to see across from Windsor here. Medi-Tal Airport. Perfect. Canton, Plymouth, Medi-Tal Airport right here. Okay, this is a pretty small fly, and then we'll go to Detroit. We're gonna go to Detroit. We're gonna go across the river to Windsor. What do you guys think? You think I could get an F-18? You think I can get an F-18 out of here? Wait, are you just down the street from this airport? Wait, is that why? Okay, that's probably why you chose, because nobody would know this airport unless you're from this area. That's what I figured. Depart from Medi-Tal Airport. We're gonna go F-18 because I can fly low and we can do some cool moves. We're not gonna use like 747 or nothing. A-10C is pretty good, but it has too high of an altitude. Go with that. All right, so F-18 out of here. Landing in Detroit. Blue Jays beat the Twins 6-4. Good, thank you. Awesome. Blue Jays won today. Let's go. Grim. All right, let's land at Detroit International. If I can, dude, why can't I find the thing? Is Metro Wayne the international airport? Is that the big one here? Yeah, it's got to be it. Look at the size of this thing. Why don't we land at runway 21R. So that's directly southeast. I'm not going to worry about flight patterns for this. I'm just going to casually fly out of here, go east, go across to Windsor, go south, and come in through here. Okay, Ford Field. Where is that? Ford Field. Hey, maybe I can find it. Is this Ford Field? You know this area better. Not any Ford Field. Wait, that's where the Tigers play. Okay, so we're going to set this as... I should be able to see this from the sky. I don't need to set waypoints, because I just got to go straight east, basically. Next to Comerica Park. Okay. All right, cool. We'll do daytime so we can see stuff. All right. Next to the Tiger Stadium on the right. Okay. So I found that on the map. I basically just got to go straight east.
Delta 2 traffic. Boeing November 88094.
And you know what I got to do? Hush Kitty was here the other night when I flew this plane. So I'm going to do something very obligatory. Okay. Let's go with the Amuse app. So we're flying an F-18, so I got to be cheesy. And we'll play a little bit of music. I'm going to get copyrighted, but I won't get a strike. I'll be followed. All right. Wait, oh, dude, doesn't this plane just give you the jitters? Oh, this plane, I love it. I love this airplane, dude. Park and brake. Park and brake off. You know it. So you know what that means, right, guys? My son knows it. He knows this is Top Gun. Copyright time, baby. Let's go. But you know what happens? My YouTube shorts, my YouTube streams get blocked in Belarus. Oh no. So, all right, Kitty was here for this. What are our flaps at? Flaps are at 30 degrees. That's good enough. Too busy adjusting the volume. I didn't flap up in time. Okay. Start that again.
Fatality.
All right, let's try that again. Yeah, yeah, exactly. All right, try it again. I was too busy with my hands on Spotify that I didn't adjust the flaps in time.
Delta 2 traffic.
I'm gonna do this again.
88094.
All right,
Taking
this
off runway
time
tree
we'll
6.
make.
North departure 1 Delta 2
This is
traffic.
why you don't fly with me. You don't fly my airline because I probably will kill you in this game. Literally. All right, try this again. Going, doesn't it? You've never been to one of the games, dude? Wait, what games? Which games? Pittsburgh games. So this is Comerica Park, right? Well, see, it's a little grainy. Look at the textures on the lights, for example. Although it's just cool to have in the game. And like I said, not everything's going to be in the game. And I am running the game on ultra settings, but just not everything is modeled perfectly. Although Comerica Park, home of the Tigers. Let's go. Okay, so if I'm sitting along the third base line, that's a pretty nice view of downtown Detroit. I like this. Kind of reminds me of that's the baseball. It kind of reminds me of PNC Park, the way it's laid out here in Pittsburgh. Detroit Lions Stadium. Yeah, let's go. Oh, there's me up there in the sky. So Ford Field actually looks decent. I mean, the textures, it doesn't have the reflection like at Burj Khalifa or whatever. Oh, here we go. Campbell Evald. Okay. Some kind of insurance place. I don't know. Ford Field from above. I take it looks just like the real thing. Okay. This is cool. Downtown. So why don't we take the aircraft downtown? All right. Cool. Now, one thing I wanted to show right there. The Ambassador Bridge. I think I got family that lives in Windsor, Ontario, and I know that the Ambassador Bridge is kind of a big deal. It's a cool bridge. They actually got it pretty good in this game. That's for those that don't know, I know Cameron and Shem probably know. The Ambassador Bridge is the main route between Detroit and Windsor. Detroit is a very daunting city. Look at how big it is. Let's see if we can go under the bridge. I'll probably crash. Nope, I wasn't low enough. All right, let's do the free cam. Take a look at the Ambassador Bridge again. This is where's the port? Oh, that must be the POE, the port of entry right there. The customs and immigration. No, right here. This must be the port of entry. Look, what is this? Like 19 lanes wide. Good lord. All right. Yeah, check out how nice this bridge. Oh, this bridge looks so. Okay, Shem and Cameron, maybe Hush Kitty. Hush Kitty, have you been here before? What's the details? What do you guys think about the bridge? Surely you guys have been on this bridge. Typical suspension. It's what you call a suspension cable bridge format, kind of like the Golden Gate Bridge, only not as big. The footers. Okay, the footing of this bridge doesn't look too thick. They're not your typical construction, not your typical concrete or steel piers. Wow, this is a cool. Like it looks like what? 2 lanes, possibly 4 interchangeable lanes. Okay, Shem in the chat. Interesting fact here. Look at the bottom. Look at the bottom chat here. Shem says looks pretty good. They're building the new one, the Gordie Howe Bridge, right next to it. Okay, I did not know that. I did not know that. So are they demolishing the Ambassador Bridge then? Just impressive. I love stuff like this. I love exploration. I don't know what's going on here. Is that the Meridian? Is that the Mariana Trench or something? Oh, they're just gonna have 2 bridges. Okay, because here in Pittsburgh, I know that we've had a bunch of bridges built. They tear the old one down. All right, so I know north is this way. Wait. North is this way. This is the Ambassador Bridge that connects Detroit to Windsor, Ontario. That's where my grandma lives, Windsor. So this is north, which means west is over here. So the new one is to the west, somewhere here in this river, right? It just wasn't modeled in this game because it probably wasn't beginning construction yet. I want to take a look at Detroit a little bit here. In-State University. Like I talked about, we did the flight near my area. That mall is demolished. In the game, it's fully occupied, but it hasn't been occupied since 2018. It's been started demolition a few years ago. So, yeah, these aerial views are probably like a couple of years. You know, they use Bing Maps photogrammetry. What do we got here? This is north of the city. It looks like some kind of major train depot, possibly like a distribution center. All right, here's an island in between Windsor and Detroit. Anybody know what this island is? One of the Ford plants. Yeah. I figured that's what it was. Belle Isle. Very cool. Very cool. Belle Isle. Looks like the access bridge is up there. Obviously belongs to the United States because there's no access from the Canadian side. That's Windsor. There's not much to win. That's the Casino Rama, I think. I think that's a casino there. My grandma used to go here a lot. She was a big casino lady. This must be Casino Rama, if I'm not mistaken. Caesar's Palace. Caesar's Palace. Okay. If I had my good man Caldane in here, he'd probably know where this is. I know he's familiar with this area. Okay, so Windsor, kind of a neat little, obviously not big in comparison to its neighbor to the west. Where you, yeah, I know you guys would come here when you were 19, right? When you can drink in Canada. Yeah. Canada's 19, the United States is 21. And gamble, yeah, 19. We're heading due south-southwest on the Detroit side of the river here. Some kind of that's a massive steel mill or some kind of industrial complex. Looks like some kind of industrial zone, I presume. Like, I know nothing about Detroit. So this is all new to me. You guys are my eyes and ears. A lot of neat little, kind of like neat little islands here. Wait. Henry Ford Hospital. What is that? Isn't it like a major psych ward in Detroit? I thought I heard of it. Ooh, the golf course. Check that out. Ooh, beautiful. Okay, cool. So now we're kind of getting away from Detroit. Where's my... Try to land this bad boy. Henry Ford Museum is next to them. Oh, that'd be kind of cool to see. I like museums. Cameron in the chat. My mom has been to that casino so many times. Dude, my grandma used to go there all the time back in the day. That was her thing. She used to tell me stories. My grandma's Hispanic. She'd be like, I've been to casino today. I put $10. I want 20. Like a big, like, oh man, I want 20. Grandma, that's awesome. Stop, Granny. That's so. Always be so happy she won like 20 bucks. That's cool. Hey, whatever. To make your day, cool. All right, as soon as we get to Mach 0.33, I should be able to get the wheels out. Only problem is I don't know where the airport is. I don't know where the airport is. I'm going to try to land over here on this highway. Or should I try an airport? I gotta find an airport. I want to find an airport. I'd rather land at an airport. Let's go back to Detroit. I know Detroit Airport's like kind of southeast of the city. So I gotta keep going north, due northeast. Yeah, I'm lost. I don't have my proper navigation aids. Oh wait, it's right there. Right there. There it is. Okay. All right, I'm gonna try to land this bad boy. Very cool. I'm really glad we did this. This is a very cool city view. I enjoy this a lot. Now, Cameron, you haven't been to the casino, have you? I mean, I'm not a big casino guy. I've been to casinos. It's not my thing. I always say that. I don't even know what my thing is, other than karate. That's like my thing. Karate and music. Your mom won $1,000 the other day? Dude, that's sick. I think the most I've ever won at a casino was like $600. I've won on the blackjack table. Oh, there it is. There's the landing strip right there. I'm gonna try to land at that one, but my wheels aren't out yet. Landing gear isn't out. Gotta slow this thing down. I need to get down to 0.33. Come on. What number? I think it's 0.4. There we go. 0.4. The wheels come out. Anyway, I've circled enough. We're gonna try to land that thing. Increase the engines to about 30%. All right, here we go. Yeah, we're pretty straight on it. Just gotta get this. Gotta get the smoothness down. All right, let's keep it straight. I gotta keep it. For landing, I need this view. Right. Not as scenic. Not as scenic. Oh God. There we go. Come on, pray for me, guys. Pray for me. Pray this landing goes good. Oh God, are we gonna land or are we gonna die? Please vote in the chat. Rough, little rough, little rough. Little rough. We're down. Okay. That wasn't...
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Okay, that worked. That wasn't... Now, the... Okay. Almost perfect. Almost perfect. The only thing... And I'm going to be like one of the... Well, actually, technically speaking, I landed on the transition strip. We're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to land past this. But I'm on the ground. Nobody died, I don't think.
Well, maybe you should.
I landed a little bit too early, but not my worst landing. All right. All right, cool. That worked out. Detroit was kind of cool. I enjoyed that a lot. I like Detroit. In the game. Is Hush Kitty still here? Yes, she is. All right, let's go to Calgary. Let's do a You know, I don't know much about Calgary, except for my. No, man, appreciate the suggestion. No, please keep them coming. This, without you guys, this is just me flying around for no reason. So, we're gonna stick with the F-18. Calgary. All right, Calgary International. Out west. My cousin lives here. Because YYC? We can go, I don't know, Calgary to Edmonton. How far is that? Oh, we got now, if I'm not mistaken, these aircrafts, 3 hours? Ugh, okay. I don't think we want to do that. LXJ511. This is an actual flight. Like, it takes actual flight data. Now, if there's green, it's somebody's, like, if this was Shem, it would say Shem at the bottom, meaning he's my Xbox Live friend flying right now as we speak. Like, Calgary is 3 hours from you, so that'd be, like, probably 3 hours from here. Let's take off from Calgary International. Our best way to see the city is to go here, circle around, come south. Depart from runway 35R. Go south. I want to go south of the city. I'm not landing in a field, not in an F-18. That ain't happening. We can take a smaller airport, but I don't think it's... There's no way I can land that here. That's too small. Maybe the Cessna Skyhawk. Yeah, a lot of these dinky fields. All right, what's the name of the city? Let me look at. I'm trying not to be creepy here. I'm for the interest, in the interest of science and learning stuff.
He's sniping.
Oh, Medicine Hat. I've heard of that place. All right. All right, I just need to know it's
No. Oh my God!
all right. So it's southeast of Calgary. WestJet flies out of there. Oh shoot. That's Moose Jaw. So it's east of Lethbridge. Great Falls. I'm looking at a map. I'm looking at a map. I'm trying to map this out here. Calgary, go south. Follow the interstate south. No, we could do. Highway 1 South Weyburn. Wait, Regina? Regina's in Saskatchewan. I went too far. Oh, here's Medicine Hat. Oh, I found it, Medicine Hat. YXH. There it is. Oh, beautiful. I'm in Saskatchewan. I'm with. Okay, Medicine Hat. Why don't we do... Hold on. Let's depart out of Medicine Hat. Arrive at Calgary International. Let's land to the south. We'll take this runway right here, 35L. Arrive here. Make sure it's daytime because I like to see stuff. Perfect. Weather conditions should be live. Should be like summertime, so it should be good. All right, cool. I have an uncle that lived in Saskatchewan. Said it was actually horrible. I can't imagine what life in Saskatchewan's like. It's got to be horrible. It's not that bad. Well, I mean, we always, from Ontario, we like to joke about three types of people: Quebecers, Newfoundlanders, and people from Saskatchewan. I don't know how people from the West feel about us. Probably not as good as. Not like we don't like them. We just like the bug. You lived in Saskatoon? Oh, jeez. Sorry to hear that. Well, no, probably can't be as bad as living in Winnipeg. Winnipeg's got to be horrible. Anybody live in Winnipeg or know anything about Winnipeg? That's got to be bad. Chicken jockey. Parking brake is off. All right. Well, not the takeoff I have a problem with. It's usually the landing. Although that last one was pretty good. Kind of butter. I went to Winnipeg for a few weeks. It was trash. Nice. Love it. All right, so we are leaving from Medicine Hat, Alberta. And gonna arrive at Calgary International Airport. So there's Medicine Hat. Landing gear up. Just gonna follow the simple flight plan. Looks like we're gonna go high. We're gonna go probably about 10,000 feet altitude. A lot of these can go 30 to 35. You're above, well, actually it's clear skies here. All right, this thing's going high. Vertical speed is dropping to 4,000, which is good. So, okay. What we got? What are these, like wheat fields or something? Kind of looks like what you see like in Nebraska. Cameron, you got these in Nebraska, right? I think we did a what's the big city in what's dude, those fields looks like some crop circle stuff right here. I'm gonna stay in the outside view. Because now that we're at cruising altitude, almost, we're about cruising altitude right about now, 10,000 feet. I don't need to be in this view for any reason, especially in an F-18, there's not much to do. All right, so we're gonna take a look at this field. It's literally this field. Yeah, I did a Nebraska flight. Remind me, what's Lincoln, Nebraska. We did a flight out of Lincoln, Nebraska the one time, and this was literally what it was, outside of Lincoln. And it was just fields. Cameron, what's it like in Nebraska? How are you liking it? All right, let's adjust the flaps. Airspeed set at Mach 3.3. So unfortunately, this is what we're going to see for the next little while. I don't know if there's a way to speed this up. I don't know what this is. I don't know what I just pulled up. Oh, you can set precipitation on here. Reading thermal. Oh, you can set the cloud types at various altitudes. So here's mean ground level, and then you get 10,000. Oh, man. Oh, look at I can do a lot of cool stuff here. Kitty in the chat, you will pass over Drumheller on the way to Calgary, and it's all Badlands. Wait, Badlands. Would that be them right? Would that be them right here? A lot of little ponds over there, huh? Little lakes and puddles. Now you can kind of see these little blue circles. So what that is that's class. It's like a airspace ranges. So the blue denotes that this is Class D airspace. It means you can't have flights below 400 feet or above 3,000 mean sea level. I think it is. There's certain altitude ranges where smaller aircraft can't be. Oh, so the Badlands are where they found the dinosaur bones? There's that one dinosaur they had that called the Edmonton Saurus, or, obviously found out of Edmonton, right? But I think that's kind of cool. I don't know. Oh my God, there's wind. There's wind. What's actually going on with my flaps here? Tail hook is retrieved. Everything looks kosher here.
What? Where?
So is there a lot of bones? Is that what it is? There's just a high concentration of dinosaur bones that were or are found there? Oh, whoa. Yeah, look at the inside of this thing. Is it Kenny Loggins time? Let's go. Let's go Kenny Loggins again. Let's go. What do you guys think of the details? What is your opinion? These are all functional buttons too. These are all most of them are functional. No, that won't be a good thing. The emergency controls won't be a good thing.
You know I'm a dreamer.
I hope I'm not crashing. Oh, yeah, we are. Go a little higher. We're down to 5,000 feet. We're at 12,000 before. Why shouldn't we go up?
Just when things went right, doesn't mean they were always wrong. Just take this song and you'll never
Tail hook,
be
canopy controls. Whee! Oh. Look at the back of this thing. This thing looks impressive. Oh.
Just one more night, and I'm coming on this long and winding road.
Heads up. Display built in the test. Let's press it. Let's press the button. Let's press the button. Some of them don't do anything. Wait, that's the emergency. Oh, here's the claps.
You know that I've seen too many romantic dreams.
Looks like we have an airport right here. I don't know which one that is. CBL4. We'll see it in a second.
Keeps me together at the seams. I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Home, sweet home. Tonight, I'm on my way. Just set me free.
Masano Health Center.
Home, sweet home.
Somewhere down there is an airport. Running out of water. Now we're entering Class E airspace, so there's a sizable airport coming. Very scenic. It's beautiful. Can you imagine driving this? Oh, can you imagine driving here? Bicycle. A lot of these controls are operable, but I don't use them too much because I don't need to. Wait. Is that the Rocky Mountains over there? That is west. That's west. We're going in a northwest. More west, northwest. That's the Rocky. Are you serious? That's the Rocky Mountains. Coming up the Rocky Mountains here shortly, and then I think, is Calgary east of the mountains? I think it's east. So Calgary's somewhere here. North. Okay, so we won't go, because we're going west, so we'll hit Calgary. We're actually almost there. Calgary's over here somewhere. I think it's like north of Medicine Hat to the west. So we should. Hope you guys don't mind the music. It's a little 80s rock. It's kind of my thing. Cameron in the chat. What state? I'm Pennsylvania. I'm a Pennsylvania. Me and my family just visit the Rocky Mountains. What did you think of them? I've never been up there. What was your, like, was it just, like, crazy? I've never been out west. You know what, furthest west I've ever been is Canada. Hush Kitty in the chat suggests, keep going, you'll see the mountains. Keep going, you'll see the mountains and turn around. I like that. Yeah, we do have a flight plan, but we don't have to fall. Nothing. It's a free flight. We can do whatever we want. We can land in the river. We stayed in a cabin. Oh, Cameron stayed in a cabin next to the mountains. Please tell me you got photos. That'd be sick. Took photos of it. Hush Kitty, I'll send you some stuff on TikTok. Oh, please send it over. I would love to see that. Because I know nothing of the West. I have no experience in the West, so I know my sister lives. My sister lives in British Columbia, just Victoria, BC. Other than what she puts on, I don't. Like I said, I've been to Cleveland. That's the furthest west I've been. Right, so looks like we're making the mountain, going to the mountains over here. We're gonna hit the mountains and then come back, circle around the northern land, and Calvary fashion. You're in off-course. What was the cabin like? That must have been. Yeah, Kitty, hooked up on TikTok. I'd love to check that out. That's the one thing, I love the world. Exploring the world is so awesome, and I love that I can do it in this game, because I can't do it for real. I mean, this gives me like the next best thing. I love it. I'd go free camera look around, but there's nothing to see. It's like just flat and stuff. It rained a lot? Okay, sounds like Pennsylvania. I'm down in the Pittsburgh area. I like Pittsburgh's awesome. Alright, some more Class D airspace airport here. How busy is this airport? Is that right? Take a more westerly approach here. Let me load up the flight plan. That's me there. Well, we're almost there. You said me, but okay, perfect. I'm thinking about it. I think you're talking about Big Motley Creek. We're almost there. I don't visually. Is this your playlist? It is. I'm an old guy. I love TV. It's one of my favorite cruise songs. Now, Shem, I know you're kind of up there like us too, bro. I know you're down with the 80s. Cameron, down there. You seem like you're but are you doing the 80s, Cameron? Calgary is somewhere over there. We've already entered Class D airspace. We've already entered the range of but we're not gonna. For the sake of just having fun, we're gonna check out the mountains. While we're here, we're gonna check out the mountains, circle around, and pull the plane out and land. I don't see where they are. Where is this? I don't see it. It looks right there. Won't be okay. I feel bad. You're not. Hush Kitty in the chat. This is all on my playlist. Metallica, Poison. Oh, I got the Poison on here. Def Leppard. Yeah. Yeah. I got some. It was just Def Leppard. You know, I like to keep it safe. If people have hits, we'll go photograph. I don't think they get copyrighted. I probably won't get a strike. It'll probably be like a warning, bad warning. But YouTube's pretty strict. Like, your video might be blocked with Belarus. Oh no. How long have I been doing YouTube? Not horribly long. I've been doing a lot of live streams, but not really on YouTube, but... No offense to Belarus. I know I get viewers in Russia. No disrespect. I'm not that old. Next time I'll do a non-copyright stream, and my friends in Belarus. I got you. Oh, I see. Okay, there's your right there. International, right there. That's our ultimate destination. So we're gonna go west, fly around the mountains, come back east, and that'll be good. There's Calgary. I wouldn't mind coming in from south, looking at the city, landing, Bobville. There's a platform on that. Now, Cameron, I've been on YouTube. I've been on TikTok for like 5 years. YouTube for not maybe like 2, but really trying to do the thing like for the past maybe year. But mostly, you see, I mostly do live streams, and that's not a good way to grow on YouTube. Although I mean, it's been alright lately. But the thing is, I got so much stuff, just random footage that I have to go through. I just haven't gotten around to it. There's so much stuff. And editing's a pain. So I will hopefully have some stuff up soon. It depends, you know, this is tough sometimes. Kitty, this is one of my favorite songs to play on the guitar. It's so easy. But I just, like, great learning song. I love this song so much. It's your typical bar song, but it's a great song. Yes, Knocking on Heaven's Door by wait, the Guns N' Roses version or Bob Dylan? Kind of like the Guns N' Roses version. Yeah, GNR. I wish I would have seen that band. They came to Pittsburgh, but they wanted like $300 for the ticket. It's like outfield seats and seeing Park was you can't mouth it. I love the band, but not that much. I know a guy might work. It just depends. Like, the guy might work. I'm a big Tool fan. He paid $600 for tickets. I have Tool fans. You know, they don't come around much. Well, yeah, and I enjoy it. They're cheaper. Yeah, they're big. You just like an Irish pop was $25. Is there on the map? Yeah, I got
cowboy sings a sad song. Every rose has its thorn.
All right, just over here we have. Are you back? Okay, perfect. You're back to the ad. Awesome. Great to have you guys back. This is Moose Mountain. Don't know much about it. I just know that there's a waypoint on there and it says Moose Mountain. Very cool little mountain. So these are the Rocky Mountains. So Rocky Dead. Is that a photo there? No, it's a helicopter landing pad. All right, we're doing the. We're at Cameron's cabin up on the Rocky Mountain. I bet you your cabin is right there. Let's drop altitude a little bit. I'm actually going to fly down into the mountains. Mountains look cool from 23,000 feet, but one of my favorite things to do is go in the Grand Canyon. I like to go into the canyon. We're going to do that with a Rocky Mountain.
Now I hear you found somebody new, and that I never meant that much to you. To hear that tears me up inside, and to see you cuts me like a knife. I guess every rose has its thorn, just like
We're just floating around the Rocky Mountains looking at the poison in an F-18. It's just great.
just like every cowboy sings a sad song. Every rose has its thorn.
Get a helicopter pad and a few homes. There's a golf course here. Look at that. Hush Kitty in the chat. The Rockies go from Washington all the way to just below the Alaska border. Oh my God, that is nuts. That is an expansive mountain range, ain't it? Just look how beautiful this world is. Like, who wouldn't want to live in it? It's great. I don't know what that is. Looks like a clearing. Maybe that's where they have Diddy parties. We spent almost every summer all over British Columbia. British Columbia is beautiful. From what my sister said. Should have done Victoria. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's turn the engine on. Very, very expensive. Not like fun. Like New York. Let's see what this is. And maybe we'll go back north. Start landing in Calgary. What do we got here? We are Long Beach Provincial Park Administration. That's a helicopter. I can imagine the camping out here. Cameron, you went out here, right? You said, yeah. Wait, you don't want to camp anywhere here with tents? Are you serious? Ooh, came a little close to that mountain. Don't want to do that. I'm going to pay attention. The grizzly bears. The grizzly bears are cute. Ooh, yeah, good point. I thought you meant I could get mugged. I'm just going to mug you right here. You made a good point. The grizzly bears will be fun. Attempt a landing Calgary International so we get out of this weapon range. I'm just my breath's taking away. You know how much work it must take to put him to make this game? think Calgary International was open here? All right, promise. Appreciate you being here. I enjoy you being here. You and Shem and Cameron and all the people who came in and just hanging out. You know, like I always say, a million things you guys could be doing, but you choose to come out and hang out with me. That's greatly appreciated. That's a great feeling. And I know this isn't the Saddledome. I just wanted to see what the heck this is. I thought that was a sign. I have no clue what that is. It's kind of looks like a pierogi. Man, Calgary's a pretty big city. Pretty cool. There's a Saddledome. I know that much. Wait, is this where the Stampeders play, or is this a hockey arena? What is this? I know the Flames play here. Yeah, there's home of the Calgary Flames. It's not very well rendered, but don't know what this is. Where did the oh, wait, what is this? Oh, is that that's Calgary Stampede? Oh yeah, check this out. This is Calgary Stampede Arena. That's legit. Look what I found, ladies and the Stampede grounds. Oh, that's legit. That is cool. They're finding cool things. They're built. Wait, what are they? Wait, what's being torn down? The Saddledome? They can't tear that down. That's history. The Western Event Center? Why would they tear down the Saddledome? It's history. That's crazy. Well, I guess you got to do what you got to do. It probably is an outdated old stadium. Yeah, it's probably like old and like you can only renovate so much. It was like, okay, we just got to build a new one. All right, so Calgary. Speak to me, Calgary. What is this? Looks like the Skylon Tower in Niagara Falls. Okay. Let's do the obligatory drone view, the 360, the Calgary Tower. Now, is this a restaurant? Just like a... This is kind of cool. You've been here? What's it like in there? It's just... Is there like a gift shop, restaurants, bathrooms, like that kind of thing? Restaurant. Final destination, the Skyview. Okay. Restaurant on the top. Okay. Looks like the Skylon Tower in Niagara Falls, Ontario. Restaurant and glass floor you could see through. Oh, I'll take a rain check on that. Oh, I'm afraid of heights. All right, downtown. What do we got? ATV. What is this? There's a heart on it. Well, I'm terrified of heights. So towers like that scare me. ATV is a bank. Okay. This curved building, probably something important. Looks like a place you could have a Diddy party on top. I don't know. There we go. There go those cannons again. Calgary. Calgary, you're making me happy today. Look at this. Calgary is a cool. I can see why my cousin moved out here. Cool little city. What the heck is this? We got a sign here. East Clare Market. It's not rendered very good, but a lot of those buildings are oil company offices. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Probably some banks too, right? Bank. Devon. Population of Calgary, 1.34 million. Pretty sizable, pretty sizable. Looks like you got the suburbs to the west here. Right? Suburbs. Don't worry about that blue line. That's my trajectory. Okay, Calgary. Calgary's a winner. Very cool. So I'd love to visit. I'd like to go out here one day. All right, anything else in here? Anything else? Just some cool building. Okay. Well, let's try the landing. Whoa, I'm going to crash. Okay, landing gear is down. We're ready. Oh, crap. Calgary Zoo. Brooklyn Zoo. Shoot, this airplane's not being cooperative right now. Let's try to land this thing. Little rough. It's gonna come in too hot. I'm not Mach 6.2. Coming in a little hot. That's a little rough. Yeah, I'm ballooning. I gotta come back. Ballooned it. I tend to balloon a lot of my landing. All right, try again. That's all right. We're gonna circle around a little bit. Well, no wonder my throttles are still up. I thought I hadn't been. Have a great night, Kitty. Talk soon. Absolutely. I hope you have a great night. Drop it down to 20 or 30%. Have a great night. I'll be on tomorrow night. I hope you guys have a good night. Talk to you soon. Oh, no. This ain't happening. Oh, this is happening. Oh, God. It looks like we're going to land a little prematurely. Oh, God. Try to land us.
Power.
Not gonna be a straight landing, but it's gonna be a good landing. Okay, good. We got it. Little rough, but it's on the tarmac. Not the greatest of lands, but we're safe. I got impatient with my landing. Okay, success, great success. Let's get off the runway before we get hit. So this is Calgary International Airport. We're gonna go off-roading in a jet. That's all right. We're not going to follow traditional taxi rules. We're going to crash into all these cars. There we go. Let's park with the cars. Let's see if I can park this a bit. Oh my God, that's the greatest parking job. That is, come on, that deserves a round. That deserves a round of applause. Parked it like a car. Parked it with the rest of. Let's get out of the plane. All right, well, I'm going to leave my plane there and just go inside of this thing. Okay. That worked. Which car should I take? This one? Just like, that's a picture. That picture's worth 1,000 words right there. It's a jet amongst all the cars. Right. Well, while we're here, why don't we take a little look at the airport with my jet parked in spot 43C. Got an United Airlines aircraft over there. Main terminals over here, some kind of hangars over here. Air traffic control tower there. Very nice, very cool, very scenic. Oh man, that's legit. A lot of we got that guy probably doing a better landing job than I did. All right, cool, very legit. That was very cool. All right, do we got another one in us? We got another flight. Calgary was very cool. That was enjoyable. Well, we got one more. Maybe, oh, I don't know. It's so crazy that I could just like, oh, look at the moon over there. It's legit. You see any like planets and stuff on here? That's got to be Mars. There's the sun up there. North Sentinel Island's not that interesting. I was going to do North Sentinel Island, but we could do a Pittsburgh tour. Acrisure Stadium. PPG paints for me. Let's do a Pittsburgh. Let's do Pittsburgh. For my final magic trick, we're going to fly around Pittsburgh. Take off from Pittsburgh International Airport, runway 10L. We're going to stick with the F-18 Super Hornet. We're actually going to land at Allegheny County Airport, which is down here. We're going to go to the city. We're going to go east. So from Pittsburgh International, we're going to go to the city. Here's the city of Pittsburgh. Continue east, circle around, and land at Allegheny County Airport. Go runway 28. Time is, we'll do time 1 p.m. Simulated time. And that'll conclude the flight night. Flight Sim Fridays. You guys made this great. I am not a great, my landings, if I'm rushing it, not that good. If I really take the time, I can butter landings. But for the sake of just being interactive and kind of keeping things not too dragged out, I kind of do the landings quick. So.
Pittsburgh Tower. Boeing November 88094, runway 10 left for departure.
Give it a minute to load in the background, load in all the assets. Like I said, even on ultra settings, even though my PC is pretty high powered, it still needs a second to kind of load everything. I mean, we're modeling the world here. So it's going to be, there's a lot to load. No matter how powerful it is, it still takes time. Okay. Well, here we are. I'm about to take off. Oh, is my parking brake off? TV. Let's get the visibility of that star. Parking brake. And we're off. Taking off from Pittsburgh International. We're going west. Why are we going west?
Continue forward departure.
We're down.
Leaving my airspace.
Up.
Frequency change approved.
And actually, Pittsburgh International Airport's going over. They're adding more terminals. This is going over a huge reload. Up, down, down. All right. Well, let's adjust course of east. Humble. Go east toward the city, or do a little tour of the city. Cool thing about Pittsburgh is a small city with a big city vibe. Very digestible content. No, it's you can drive through Pittsburgh in 5 minutes, but it just has a big city. It's very nice. Let's go across the. Let's go along the Ohio River. It goes towards Ohio. Go by some bridges. We've got something like 422 bridges in the area.
Point 0904. Acknowledge last transmission.
This is Neville Island over here. A lot of industries. Robert Morrison the first one. I'm sorry. That there must be that's the McKees Rocks Bridge over here. I gotta go further east than that. All right, we're gonna take a low altitude flight through Pittsburgh. We're gonna stop. We're gonna use the. There it is. There it is. There it is. Acrisure Stadium. There. I've been there a couple times. Yeah, a couple times. Long time ago. It's been a while. No longer called Heinz Field, unfortunately. It's called Acrisure Stadium. Steelers and pit play. That's right there for the Cleveland Browns game. Cars are moving, which is crazy. This is the Carnegie Science Center. A lot of good stuff. I love this place. I used to love this. Yeah, when you guys as kids, you guys went there. Acrisure Stadium, which the sides aren't very well modeled. Right over here is the Rivers Casino, the Casino, which is where everybody loses their money. Rivers Casino. Oh, I've only been there like once. I took my grandmother came to visit, and I took her here. She likes to see it. It's by the Pens Arena. It's over this way. Let's go. Oh, this is the submarine. You get to go in here and do like a little submarine tour. Yeah, I think it's pretty. I love this thing. Can we look at the water? Ooh, I like it. Like, it's pretty cool. There's Acrisure, home of the Steelers. Go a little bit, what, northeast? Home of Aaron Rodgers, the bum. This is Stage AE. You get to see a lot of concerts here. Saw a Bullet from a Valentine here. What? We stood right. Yeah, we stood right here for Bullet. Or when Trivium came on. Trivium came on at that time. Stage AE. I love this little venue. It's got a lot. It's very small capacity, but see some cool bands there. Very digestible. This is where the NFL draft is going to be, actually, next year, right in this area. Clock's not there. They should be there, though. I wish it was. PNC Park, home of the Pirates. The main gate. This is where this little lump is where the Roberto Clemente statue is. I don't know why it's just a lump. PNC Park. Let's get like a cool reveal shot, like a drone. Dun, 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 dun. Pirates play here, or they try to play here. They usually end up losing. Pirates. Very cool little stadium. I love PNC Park. PNC Park's amazing. This is, I wish they would do a better job with this, but this is the Roberto Clemente Bridge. He wouldn't be too happy about this. This doesn't look very good. This is the 17th Street Bridge. This is the Andy Warhol Bridge. UPG's just beyond those buildings. We're going to head there next, but this is the David L. Lawrence Convention Center. I was just here about a month ago for a karate tournament. I was spectating. It was a good time. And it was all a fitness expo. A bunch of bodybuilders were there. Sam Sulik was there. UPMC build. This is the UPMC building. These guys are crooks, but they do good stuff, but their billing service is absolutely terrible. BNY Mellon building. This is a big bank here. K&L Gates, downtown Pittsburgh. Like I said, there it is. That's downtown Pittsburgh. It's not huge, but it's a beautiful city. The Highmark. This is the Highmark Health Insurance building. Actually, it's pretty well rendered. I mean, other than the sign up there, I think it looks pretty good. That over there is what? That's the Fort Duquesne Bridge. That's Fort Pitt. This is where this is where all the fish were. I came here for a meeting with the Conservation Society here, and we met at this is called the Point, the Point State Park, the point where three rivers converge. There's the Allegheny, Ohio, and Monongahela rivers. They converge at this point. That's why it's called the Point. Little park here. And this was flooded during a rainstorm a couple of years ago. And when waters come down, there were these 4-foot fish that were just sitting here dead all over the place. It was crazy. But straight to the east of the city is PPG Paints Arena, where the Penguins played and where Disturbed played, along with Daughtry and some other band. This is PPG Place, rather. It's like I call it the castle thing. I don't know. I think it's like an office building, but in the wintertime you go skating in there. Well, that's kind of cool. A lot of little. There's a little market here. A lot of little shops and restaurants and things over here. Kind of nice little place to go. Hood is over there. The Hill District is up here. Here's PPG Place Arena. Of course, this is a couple years old, so it's still called the Console Energy Center. It's no longer called that. It's the PPG Paints Arenas where the Pens play. We saw Disturbed here, which was pretty cool. This is a parking lot now. There's actually a building here now. An office, like right there. This is where the Mellon Arena used to be. The Penguins' former arena. It's no longer there. Huh? This is the Hill District. Kind of the hood over here. Over here to the northeast, we have the University of Pittsburgh coming up. There's the Cathedral of Learning. Sheppy and all the boys. Yeah, UPMC Pittsburgh, University of Pittsburgh Health Center. Very cool stuff. This is cool. What a cool city. This must be the helipad for the UPMC. Yeah, UPMC. They added helicopters to this game as in the helicopter landing zones for quick medical evacs, so they can. Well, they have to have designated spots, so that's just for safety reasons. This is the Cathedral of Learning over at the University of Pittsburgh. Beautiful, beautiful structure. All of this belongs. This is the University of Pittsburgh. These are all the buildings. I believe this is. I forgot what this hall is called, but this is where more classrooms are. University of Pittsburgh, pretty impressive institute. A lot of good people, a lot of good stuff goes on there. All right, let's take a little tour of some places we might not know. We might end up a little place called. This is Southside. A lot of bars and fights, and a lot of shooting and stabbing going here. We're gonna head up to a place called Kennywood, follow the river. This is the Monongahela River. We're gonna follow for the most part until we get to Kennywood theme park. That's Homestead where Dave and Buster's lives. If you're ever in the area, visit Dave and Buster's. Look at the top Gun view. Following the river where the steel mill is. Oh, here it is. Yeah, that's McKee's, but we're past Kennywood. Don't go to Walnut Street if you're in McKee's. Stay away from Walnut Street. Alright, we're going to take a circle back. We got to find... Kennywood's a pretty important part of this. Oh, Kennywood's on this side. Yeah, it's on this side. Oh, there's Kennywood. Oh, it's right there. It does. It's... I just... There's... Yeah, it's Phantom... That's... Wow. Yeah. Well, so keep in mind this is rendered from Bing Maps, so it's just taken for the photogrammetry from above, so it's not always going to capture. Depends on when the photogrammetry was done. Well, that's the Thunderbolt. Ghostwood Estate is right there.
Potato patch.
The bathrooms are right there. Potato Patch. That's where we saw Dagger. This is Potato Patch right here. Look at Potato Patch. Oh God. Yeah, they that needs. You know, could we get some Discord mods out here to handcraft Potato Patch fries? They are seriously. They're the. If you're ever in Pittsburgh, you want the best fries in the universe. You go to Potato. Do they have an extra now? Okay. You go to Potato Patch fries right there. This ugly building. You're on YouTube Shorts. Yeah, so apparently if you're working at Potato Patch, you're working the ovens, you're working the sinks, there's a chance you might get hit by a roller coaster. Thunderbolt.
Don't play.
Keep your extremities in the roller coaster at all times. Now here, okay, so you know this is old because this is no longer in use. This is that bungee cord. This is that bungee thing they have, the sky jump. They don't have this anymore. I can't remember I think it was called. There's a racer. Wait. Racer. So the steel curtain should be right here. Which it isn't. because this imagery is probably a few years old before the steel curtain was finished. I will never go on the steel curtain. It's too scary. We were on the Jackrabbit? Because this is it right here. Jackrabbit usually is pretty long. It's popular. Oh, steel curtain. Okay. This is, I think this is the ice cream shop. All right, where's Noah's Ark? Noah's Ark. Oh, there it is. Noah's Ark. Now, mind you, these trees aren't. There's not all these trees in Kennywood. It's just the way they render the bushes. But this is the Noah's Ark, which looks nothing like it. But okay. What is this? I don't remember seeing. I don't remember this in the middle of Kennywood. This is where the pirate ship is. This is the pirate ship here. Don't remember that being there. This. What is this? That's not part of Steel Curtain. Or no, not Steel Curtain. Phantom's Revenge. Is it? This is the Exterminator. I know that much. That's the Exterminator inside there. Okay, very cool. That's Steel. Yeah, this is the Phantom's Revenge, which looks nothing like the Phantom's Revenge, but that's okay. They all can't be winners. That's the bumper cars. That's I love bumper cars. And a really cool thing. I've been on Phantom's Revenge a couple times before. No, it's been a long time. One of the cool things when you get up here, you do get a good. If you go on here at night, you get a great view of this little. I mean, like I said, I know steel mills on the surface don't look. You know, they don't sound appealing, but there's actually kind of like a weird grungy beauty to them. And to look at, you get the lights of, I think that town is called Braddock Hills. You get all the lights at night. It looks pretty scenic. Smells awful because of the steel, but you just kind of get used to it. It's kind of cool. That's Kennywood Theme Park. Hey, I could be your E Pittsburgh tour guide. Actually, I could probably be your real life tour guide, but at the time. All right, Allegheny County Airport is our destination. This is our final flight of the night, and I'm gonna go snooze. So we're gonna land here. Set the throttles to about 35%. Landing, is my landing gear down? Landing gear is down. Any minute now, my landing gear should be coming out. We have to be out of, there we go, Mach 40.45. I don't know. You ain't getting landing gear out of Mach 40, that's for sure. He's ripping the wheels right off. Let's set the engine speed to about 30% more or less. Try to get this thing slowed down a bit. That's the airport we're landing at, Allegheny County Airport. You have good ideas sometimes. All right, here we go. I'm not hitting at the right angle. I circled too hard. All right. Well, we're going to compensate. I'm going to try to. Try to glide this thing through.
Pittsburgh Tower, Brickyard 5679er, 2 8 miles northeast, inbound ILS.
Oh yeah, not good. Not a good. Oh yeah, a little short.
5679er, Pittsburgh Tower.
Let's go.
Altimeter 29902.
All right, hey, they all can't be winners. I need a little bit of work on my landing. Not so much landing, but the proper speed to be approaching. That's okay. Hey.
Brickyard 5679er.
Hmm? Phew. So now we didn't land at the airport. Oh, again. That's mad. Dominator. Let's see how far. Well, do I get points for being close to the airport? Oh, come on. I was so close. I was so close to runway 10. Now, that doesn't matter when you're crashing dead, but I guess so close don't really count for squat. But, I mean, that's close enough, right? That's... Pilot's probably... you know what? Let me get out of the plane. There we go. All right, let me see if I can just try to walk. I mean, we could walk to the land. No, we were not gonna do that. That's boring. All right. All right, that's gonna end it for me tonight. I had a great time. That was great. Love doing flight sim. This is like gotta be one of my favorite games ever. You know, I'm a big flight sim. I don't know. Flight sim's pretty sick. It's just the world is so crazy, and to be able to discover and see things like for all that. Wax on, wax off. Planning the stream tomorrow night. The game was to be determined. If I can't get a group going for something, you know, I might just do some more flight sim. It does really well. You guys seem to enjoy it. I enjoy it. Maybe Call of Duty, maybe Battlefield, maybe I'm not sure, but I'm chancing. No, not Among Us. I'm chancing. Gonna do some flight sim tomorrow. It does well. You guys like it. I like it. I love the interaction. This is probably the most interaction I get, and I love that. So I may just stick with this tomorrow. So, with Higher Lord, just do that all day. I love it. It's a great idea. Well, I hope you guys had enjoyed yourselves. Hopefully my crashing and failing at least gave you guys a chuckle. You know, being an awesome pilot that can't land worth beans, it's all good. It's fun. It's part of the fun. Sometimes I butter it, sometimes I don't. That's the excitement. So, have a good night. See you tomorrow night, around 9:30ish, maybe earlier. I'll put it up on YouTube. I'll put the schedule up and catch me then. From the Discord. Follow me on Discord. It's in my it's in the chat. Click on the links in the chat. Discord, YouTube, TikTok, all that good stuff. Please follow, subscribe. If not, no worries. That's cool too. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.